Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you for showing up, coming here. So find that comfortable seated position. Remember, this is spinal health. We're supposed to have our spine nice, long, feeling tall. And the class today, it's about resilience. And you can translate that to whatever we need right now in the world for us. But also in terms of our spine, most of the time we are folding forward with the spine. So creating a different movement in our spine, meaning twisting and side bending. That's also part of our spine being strong and stable. You shouldn't be feeling any pain during the class. If you feel any pain, you need to back up for whatever posture we're doing. And if I can spot you, I can help you modify. But you are your own teacher, and you know your body better than anybody else. So with that in mind, just checking in with your body, how you're feeling today. Finding the best position where your body feels lighter. So you can move slightly side to side, forward and back, and identify that place where your body feels more at ease. Very slow movement. Just a little bit of movement forward and back, and you can identify where the body is lighter. It's probably where the spine, the shoulders is stacking over the hips. And also side to side. Very tiny movement. Tuck your chin slightly back and down, slightly back and down. That way we find more extension on the neck, on the cervical spine. And as you lengthen through the sides of your body, you're going to notice that the more you lengthen, the more you separate your rib cage from your pelvis, that even without thinking, you need to use your abdominal muscles. Shift your awareness now to your shoulder blades. See if you can, with your shoulder blades, push your heart out a little bit more. When we do that, the tendency is to lift the chin. So reset the chin slightly back and down. Now start deepening your breath, taking slower and deeper inhale and exhale. You can start using your ujjayi breath, constricting the back of your throat, creating that hissing sound. And as you inhale, feel your belly expanding, and then see if you can move that expansion up to your lower ribs and your chest, giving nice space for your lungs to expand. Now taking for granted every single breath. And as you exhale, notice how your body comes back to center, from that expansion. So bring your hands to your heart, and as a group, let's set up the intention to bring resilience to our life, to our spine, to our environment, to our thoughts, to our actions. And very gently open your eyes. Interlace your fingers. Put your hands behind your head. Push with your shoulder blades, your sternum out, your heart out. And just slightly twisting at the top. Notice that you need to engage your abdominal muscles to do this movement, side to side. Little twist, side to side. Your hips are not moving. It's just your thoracic spine, your upper body. The more you go to one side or the other, notice you're integrating your obliques to do the movement, the muscles on the sides of your trunk. Now you're going to release your hands and grab your opposite elbow in the back. And again, we're going to do same motion here, moving side to side. The movement is a little bit more restricted here. I mean, no side to side twisting. And see if you can move side to side. Just a tiny bit of movement side to side. And in the back, you're going to change the position of your arms. Open your chest, and again, a little bit of twisting. In yoga, there is it's in the Yoga Sutras, an aphorism, that the asanas is sthirasukam. So it's effort and ease. So we need to move with a little bit of effort, but find that sweet spot, that easiness. And release that. So for a moment, bring your hands to your lower ribs. And we're just gonna do a little bit of a couple of breath, deep breath. So I want you to feel that expansion on the rib cage. And use your ujjayi breath. And as you exhale, it's like the rib cage coming together. So you inhale, and the rib cage is expanding. And as you exhale, rib cage coming together. That's how we can really get space for the lung to expand. And we want to have that, especially nowadays, healthy lungs. So when you get to the top of your breath, see if you can expand a little bit more, like forcing the intercostal muscles around the rib cage. And just take one more like that. And just sitting where you are, let's do a little bit more movement on the spine. Usually, as you know, the spine has 6 different movements. We have already done two of those movement, but anyway, inhale, arms up. Exhale, like pushing the air back. One more, inhale, arms up. Exhale, pushing the air out. One more. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, take your left hand to the side and stretch your right arm over your head. Again, breathing on that right side of your rib cage, expanding that. You may look up if you want. And inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, take your right arm to the side and stretch. Feel the stretch. Spine is bending. Rib cage is expanding. And inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. Lengthen as you inhale and twist a little bit as you exhale. Twisting at the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Let's come back to center and switch the position of your hands. So left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. You inhale and lengthen. Exhale, twist. You're not moving your pelvis. You're not moving your hips. Only at the top of the spine. Lengthening and twisting on the exhale. Inhale back to center. Now interlace the fingers in front of you. Stretch them out, rounding the spine slightly. As we round the spine, the front is active, so we're stretching the back of the spine. And inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind, opening the chest here. And release. Come to all fours. Tabletop. We're going to do cat-cow. I'm going to be looking at you. We're going to do a few cat-cows and then we're going to integrate down dog to that. So, everybody ready? As you inhale, you drop the belly, look up. Shoulder blades moving to the back of the spine. Exhale, activating your abdominal muscles, pushing the mat away from you, bringing your chin to your chest. Inhale, drop the belly. The muscles in the back of the spine are active. Exhale, the muscles in the front of the spine are active. Continue with your breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Now you're gonna drop the belly here, tuck your toes, and lift into a downward facing dog from there. Pushing your hips up and back, and pushing the mat away from you. Bend your knees slightly so you have more space to lengthen your torso instead of rounding your low back. Keep pushing the mat away from you. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, come back to all fours. And round your back. Inhale, look up and lengthen. And then exhale, back to down dog. Bend your knees if you need to, so that you have more space to move your hips. Maribel, bend the knees a little bit more. Moving the hips higher. Yes. Pushing there. And come back to all fours. You're gonna tuck your toes. And then lift the knees slightly off the mat. And stay there for a moment. Noticing the muscles around your spine, kind of like hugging your spine. And from there, now point your toes, keep your knees off the mat. Pointing your toes. So we were talking the toes, now we're pointing the toes. And the knees are off the mat. And release it down. Come seated. Let's do some breathing. Let's do some Kapalabhati. When we do Kapalabhati, we create more mobility on the belly. Let me just sit on the side. We create mobility on the muscles on the belly. When we inhale and stretch up, and then exhale, I want you to keep that same space there, and then lower your shoulders down. All right? And we're gonna inhale halfway, and as we exhale, we start pushing the exhale. All right? So, who's not clear? Give me raise your hand if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. All right. So, everybody, inhale, arms up. Lengthening your truck. Exhale, hands down. Keeping your truck in that same position. Softening your shoulders. Inhale halfway and begin. Once it goes belly moving, arms down a little bit. Belly moving. Forcing the exhale. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Take a little break. We're going to repeat. So the action is like if you were blowing a candle. So you're really pushing the air forcefully through your nose. All right? So let's inhale, arms up. Lengthen through the side. Exhale, arms down. Soften your shoulders. Inhale halfway and begin. If you lose the rhythm, or if you feel dizzy, you stop. So keep for a few more. Nice movement in here. And inhale, arms up again. And exhale, release. Last round, we're gonna force both the inhale and the exhale. It's called Bastrika. All right, so it's a little bit more intense. Just make sure that you don't lose the rhythm. If you lose the rhythm, that on the inhale, you push the belly in, you know that you need to stop. All right, always belly in goes when we are exhaling. Otherwise, we are reversing the pattern, and we don't want that. All right, so inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale halfway and begin. Good, everybody. Good, everybody's moving that belly. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Take a break. And when you can, let's come to standing. Tadasana. Remember, when you're sitting or on all fours, you come, bring one leg forward, tucking your back toes, pushing yourself up. Find your Tadasana. This is the best way for us to train our spine into a good posture. All right? Checking in where your shoulder blades are. Are you lengthening enough? Are you giving space, growing your torso? Arms to the side. So we're gonna, from here, we're gonna move into Trikonasana. Like I said, in the picture, if you have a belt at home, you can try it at home, but for us now, we're gonna do it without the belt. So we're gonna be interlacing the fingers and opening the chest. If it's not too easy for you to open your chest, you can use a towel or a piece of belt or something so that you can grab it and open it a little bit more. So from the top of the mat, take your right leg back. Right toes are pointing to the back of the mat. Lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, you're going to be leaning to the side. This is a side stretch here. So you're stretching the side. Front knee is straight. Micro bend that front knee. Anita, you're bending towards the front in this case. Lisa, keep the knee straight. Knee is straight. Micro bending the knee. This is our regular Trikonasana. So keep lengthening the spine here. Don't collapse the side. Keep lengthening. Pushing your feet down and away from each other. Moving from your center. So when it's hard, you find your breath. And inhale, come up. And just switch the position of your feet. Left foot now pointing. Right foot is a 45 or 90 degrees, depending on your body. Lengthen the spine here. And exhale, leaning. Leaning towards the front knee. Keep opening the chest. That's what we're doing here. Breathing. Feet are moving down and away from each other. It's a strong back, strong body, building resilience. And inhale, come back up. Now we're gonna do a one more stretch, side stretch. This is not your regular side angle. It's more like, it's a little less than the side angle. So we're gonna come to a opening, kind of like the same opening that you have for Trikonasana, and then bend that knee and stretch. I don't care which side you're doing it. Now, mindful that I don't want you to be collapsing on that side, on the side that is lower. So think about lifting that side and stretching. Stretching. Engaging your abdominal muscles. Engaging your back muscle. When you engage your back muscles, you can keep the shoulder blades pushing the sternum out a little bit more. And breathe. Expand that side of the rib cage with your breath. And inhale, come up. And let's switch, same position, just switch the legs. Bending and stretching. Think about keeping your spine as straight as possible, not collapsing. And again, can you push with your shoulder blades, your sternum, your heart out a little bit? See if you can keep that arm straight. Breathing on that side of your rib cage. Breathing there. And inhale, come up and check it out. All right, moving into twisting. So we're going to be a little, the twisting side. Bend the knees. So find your Tadasana first. That's how we secure our posture. Bend the knees. Inhale to Utkatasana. And then hands in prayer. Again, inhale here, and we're gonna be twisting to the right. So your left elbow outside that right knee. You can keep your knees slightly separate or together. You inhale, you lengthen the spine. You exhale, you twist. Remember twisting, using the muscles in the back of the spine, pushing the sternum out. If you have your balance there, see if you can shift the weight to the right leg and take the left leg back. It's a little tricky there. Judy, see if you can take the left leg back. So we ended up in Purvottanasana. I mean, not Purvottanasana. Sabrita Parsvakonasana. So where is my spine here? Left leg back, if you can. And inhale, come back to center. A little tricky, a little tricky. Shake it out. So don't rush into the shape. Go step by step. So bend the knees, Utkatasana. Hands in prayer. Inhale here. As you exhale, twisting to the left. Right elbow outside that knee. Find your balance there. Lengthen your spine. Shift the weight to the left. Lift that right leg and take it back. Yes. 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 Good. Keep breathing there. Lengthening your spine. Pushing those muscles in the back. Shoulder blades are pushing the sternum out. Good. And inhale, come back up. Let's find your Tadasana again. Breathing here. Keep lengthening, stretching your torso. Breathing there. Let's do some shikari, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of hot too. So inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose. When we inhale, the tongue is either curled in or in the back of the teeth. So we inhale like that. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. So now from your Tadasana, grab your opposite elbow, lengthen, and we're going to do that twist again, just twisting at the top. So by now, and then back to center, and go to the other side. Try not to move your hips. So I don't want you to be twisting all the way. It's just twisting at the top. So when you twist to the right, you need to activate that shoulder blades in the back to help you twist. So stay to one side. I don't know, because everybody's twisting in a different way. And stay there and see if you can go a little deeper. A little deeper, not moving your hips. Your hips and your pelvis is anchoring you, just using the muscle at the top of your body. Back to center and go the other way. Again, stay there. Don't move in your pelvis. Go a little deeper. And back to center, shake it off. Now we're gonna do cat-cow, standing cat-cow. So separate your feet hip distance apart, hands on your thighs. Again, you inhale, belly out, exhale, rounding the back. These are mindful movements that you need to synchronize your breath and which set of muscles you're activating around your spine. When the spine is round, it's the front of the body who's active. When the spine is in a curve, it's the muscles in the back. So notice that, feel that. Find your range of motion. And come to a neutral position. Come on. Now separate your feet again, a little bit more. Toes are out. And we're always positioning the knees, heels, and toes, looking at the same place. All right? And everybody has a different opening. Okay? So you stretch your arms over, in front of you, then plug your shoulders. See if you can do this movement. So you're reaching forward, and then you kind of like bring the shoulder blades down, back. And from there, you reach more. Keep activating your abdominal muscles. Don't just drop the baby there. Okay? Reaching more. Feel a little bit of a stretch on your low back. So slightly rounding on your low back, slightly rounding, just enough to activate your abdominal muscle. Reach up. Reach. Building resilience here. I want my spine super strong. Hey. And inhale, come up. Check it out for a moment. We're gonna repeat. This time, we're gonna bring the interlaced fingers behind. Same position here. And then we're gonna be moving side to side. Moving from the center. We lengthen and we take it to the side. Back to center, lengthen, to the side. Back to center, inhaling, to the side. Now notice your feet, because I'm noticing people being like kind of like a penguin like this. See if you can stack it nicely. Knees over the ankles, because if you're like that, your knees are not over your ankles. And just now back to center, and let's twist here a little bit. Noticing the muscles, noticing your muscles, noticing the engagement. I'm getting hot here. And inhale, come back to center and shake it off. How's everybody? Give me a thumb or not. Good or not? All right. We did this last week. This is coming to a warrior two. So position yourself for warrior two. Heel to heel or heel to arches. Then you're going to be bending that front knee. Stretching your arms to the side. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to reverse that warrior. And take the arms that is on the back leg and push it to the front. So imagine that you're pushing a wall away from you, and also a wall in the back of your head, like that. This is not a passive posture. Keep breathing. And take an inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, you're gonna come leaning forward, taking that elbow to the front knee and stretch the other way. Breathing, not collapsing on the side that is close to the leg. Lifting that side, lifting that side. Inhale back to center and switch the position of your feet. So we are in a warrior two. Reverse that warrior. Then take the back arm and push it forward. And then the top arm also pushing. Like you're doing that kind of movement. Breathing. Strong spine. Soften your shoulders. There's no need to be hiking up your shoulders. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, leaning forward and extending the arm over. Breathing there. Breathing a little bit more. Breathing a little bit deeper. And inhale, come up. So for Prasarita Padottanasana, you can use either a chair, the blocks, or if you have the range of motion to go down. The important thing here is that you're gonna open again. It's always, they say, ankle and wrist. It depends on your body. So you open here, hands on your hips. And then I want you to push the hips back, keeping the spine straight. Knees are micro bend. Heels are out, toes in. Toes in, Maribel. Toes in, heels out. Keeping the spine straight here. Like I said, if you have blocks, you can use your blocks. If you have the range of motion to go all the way down without rounding the back. This is building resilience here. Strong on your legs. Think about your legs. Experiment with your own legs. Experiment number one, pushing your feet down and away from each other. Your feet down and away from each other. Or the feet down and towards each other. It's the action. By the way, you can separate your legs a little bit more. That's good, Anita. There. So, and whichever feels better for you, even down and away or down towards each other, you stay there. Keep lengthening your spine. And to inhale, I want you to engage your abdominal muscles. And inhale, come all the way up. In a slow motion movement. Good. For the next one, if you have a chair or a block, we're going to be doing Ardha Chandrasana. So Ardha Chandrasana, you are leaning forward and lifting and opening. Half moon. So if you want to use a chair to hold yourself and lift. Now, opening the hips. Think about having a long, strong spine. Your legs are connected to your spine through your hips. So feel strong there in that connection. Lisa, keep that knee a little bit straighter. Yes. Strong here. Very good. I like that. Micro bend that knee, because if we lock the knee, we lose balance. And inhale, come up and release, and we're gonna switch. So notice the muscles that you are using to do this, all right? So you bend that front knee, lean forward, lift, and then straighten that knee, but don't lock it, just leave it micro bend. You can lean a little bit more forward, Anita. Yes. And move your weight back, like moving your hips back. Mm-hmm. Strong that leg that you're hanging, that's good, Lisa. Strong here. And release. The next one is the same Ardha Chandrasana, but adding the twist, okay? So, if you have the chair, I'm gonna use this as my chair. You're gonna be facing whatever you're gonna be holding, either the blocks or the chair or the table. And you're gonna come to, it's like the side, so you're gonna be twisting a little bit and lifting. So it's a Maria, you're twisting. You need to twist. You're twisting. Face your hips to that. Face the hips. You face the hips to that place.
Can you do it again, please?
Yes. So we're facing whatever we have in front of us. Okay. We lean forward like if we were doing a warrior 3, and then you bring your, let's say, you bring the hand to the opposite side. So you're twisting there. And then take the other arm up. Yes. Ines is the other way. Ines, the other way. Yes. Same leg, but the arm is in the opposite direction. So you same for no, you're good. This is not an easy posture, let me tell you. Yes. And release. We're gonna do the other side. So think about balancing, twisting, and stretching. Okay? So you balance like in a warrior 3. You bring that arm to the opposite side, and then the arm that you have the standing leg, you stretch it out. So you're balancing, you're twisting, and then you're stretching. All those movements from your center, from your spine. Lisa, put the hand, it's the other way, Lisa. If you want to do it without support, you need to come down like that. And release. Whew. A little bit intense. When I do my flow classes, I do it in a flowing position, but you know, I don't wanna get you into that. All right, so come to standing for a moment, find your Tadasana, getting close to your spine again. So the next 3 movements that we're gonna be doing, they're called McGill Big 3. It's this guy, Stuart McGill, is a spinal expert from Canada. So you're gonna come down on the mat. And these are the movements that we normally do, but when we do it in different parts of the sequence. But Stuart McGill recommends this to build up resilience and strength in your spine. So the first one, we all know that, it's the bird dog. So you're gonna come to all fours. Separate your knees, hip distance apart. Remember, your hips are from that, the big bone that we have there, all the way down. That's your hip distance apart. Hands are shoulder width apart. Then you're gonna stand the right arm, left leg, and find your balance there. By now, your body should be nice and strong. Very good. So think about strong spine, long spine, reaching at both ends, growing through the heel and reaching out through my fingers. So really stretch yourself here. Stretching yourself here and keeping your connection on your abdominal muscles in the front and the muscles in the back of your spine. So your spine is really supporting you here. And exhale and switch. So this is bird dog is exercise number 1 from McGill. So do the other side. This is really nice. Everybody's super strong here and balanced. I like that. Ines, connect your abdominal muscles. As we grow the spine, connecting the abdominal muscles, reaching back. It's like you're growing through your heel and reaching through your fingertips. Super strong here. Don't arch your low back. Keep that lumbar engaged. Reaching. And release. Shake it up. The next one is side plank. That's the second exercise from McGill, Stuart McGill. If you want more information about the guy, you let me know and I can email it to you. So from side plank is side plank with the low. It's like you are in low plank, and then you turn one forearm in front of you and you open to the side. You're stacking or one leg in front of you. But if you can stack, stack. And think about lifting the hips and pushing the mat away from you. So you need to engage. I mean, the muscles around the spine need to be really solid, holding you there. The arm stretch up or on your waist, doesn't matter. Or even along your side. This is not about the arm, this is about the spine. And very good, let me see. And take a break. Take a break before we go to the other side. So that's exercise number 2 from Stuart McGill. Everybody, set it up, get ready. You okay, Anita? So see if you can stack for a moment. Just give it a try, stacking foot over foot. And lifting the hips. Like I said, the arm stretching up is not what we're aiming. Good. Very good. All right. Now the last one from Stuart, you might confuse that to a crunch, like doing crunches, but it's not doing crunches. So let me demo it first so that you understand what we're doing. And we can do it in two different ways. If you Google the guy, you're gonna see that on the internet. The first one is you put your hands on your low back so that you're kind of like keeping the curvature on your lumbar. And then you're gonna lift your legs and lift your chest a little bit. So we're not crunching. We are kind of like lifting the chest and the face towards the ceiling. That's one way to do it, keeping the curvature on your lumbar. The other way to do it is same way, but you interlace the fingers, but again, it's not about doing this. It's about kind of like your face wanting, or your nose wanting to touch the ceiling. So let's try that. So you engage your abdominal muscles, try both, and you decide which way you want to go. You can try lifting the legs or without lifting the legs and concentrating on your nose touching the ceiling. So it's a different way to do it. So if you notice, your entire muscles around the spine, they need to be active. And release. So at the end, I want you to give me feedback about this exercise, because we are very used to, doing the belly crunches. And according to him, those are not the best exercises for the spine. All right? All right, so come to a seated position. Let's do Nadi Shavana. I'm gonna guide you through it at the beginning. Left arm in Jana Mudra, index and thumb together. And then you're gonna put that on resting on your knee, and you're gonna use that as a leverage to open your chest a little bit more. And then your right hand in Vishnu Mudra. You're gonna bring your index and middle finger down, and you're gonna flip that over to your face. And we're gonna be using the thumb and ring to open and close. Without closing anything, take an inhale. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left, and release your hand down. Release the hand down. Inhale left through your intention only. Intention only. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Last one, inhale right. Switch, exhale left. And release, come to a natural breath. And for a moment, stay in stillness. And connect to the little pauses between each inhale and each exhale. Now very slowly you're going to find your way to your own Shavasana, whatever that means to you. You can stay sitting down, you can lay on your back, you can use a chair to support your legs, you can bend the knees, you can stretch your arms to the side, legs to the side, whatever makes you feel good at this moment. Remember, it's about building resilience in the mind, in the body, in our daily lives. So no matter what the challenge is in front of us, we can always connect, be present with our breath, connecting our mind, our intention with the energy from our heart. So for a moment, bring your awareness to your heart. There's imagine or visualize like a mother cell that we have behind our heart. That's like our original pristine blueprint. And see if you can, that pristine cell there, that blueprint, connect there and expand it and visualize a bright white healing light coming from your heart. And that light, you're gonna move it up above your body or above your head if you're sitting. And that light, that healing light, is showering your entire body. Feeling healthy. So that light is touching every single cell in your body. It's like reinserting that pristine blueprint. Feel your entire body, every single cell, bubbling in energy, in health, in oneness with the supreme light. And very slowly, start deepening your breath and coming back to your body. Bringing that light back into its own beautiful space behind our heart. And when you're ready, take your arms over your head, stretch yourself, hug your knees, come to the side. You know the drill.